sorry.
No, I love it. If you did, it would be delightful. It would be fine.
So quick intros. I'm Kaity with Black Girl Nerd.
Alexis with Face Magazine.
I'm Kevin with iHeartRadio.
Sam with JVS.
CJ3 Black Geeks.
Foodie with Lisa Nerdy.
I am Leslie with Micah Boswell's Love it.
Do you want me to do the first one? You want to start? Sure. So I'll start. So this year and last year have really been watershed moments in terms of inclusion and representation. So can you just talk a little bit about what you think it is about this moment that has triggered so much change, and you guys being a part of an avant-garde really of changing media and entertainment and talent?
I think we live in very strange times where, especially for my country, America, like we have a choice to make who we're going to become. And I think the best place to place our values and our sense of our higher selves is in media and in the form of television and film. And so I feel really proud to be a part of a comic book show where we can literally write anything. I mean, people are flying. Caitlin has, superpowers. Like, it's all make-believe. And so we get to determine whatever world we want to create, which then, inspires people in the real world. So in our world, we get to say, a black female is the leader of 15 Star Labs. We get to make it. We get to have these women be the leader of their teams. It's really important. We get to shape how people see the world. And I think that's so important in the times that we're living in, when people are trying to take the power away from women and away from people who have diverse backgrounds.
And I don't think it would have been possible to do what we're doing now if it wasn't what the viewership wanted to see. I think that the change, like, I don't think we're the ones changing it. It's like the people are changing it. The people who are watching the show, everybody out there is like, this is what we want to see. This is what we will tune into. This is what we will pay money for. And so then they go, okay, let's give the people what they want. And that's more inclusion. That's more diversity. Like, that's it. I think it stems from the viewers.
I mean, if you look at the numbers for Wonder Woman, you look at the pre-sales for Black Panther, that's the audience saying, that's what we'll pay for.
Yeah.
We'll pay for diversity.
Yeah.
We're no longer willing to pay for the status quo. That's boring, we've done that.
And you kill your like gay character, and then the audience goes, oh no. And now it's like, okay, no more killing the gay characters. We gotta make them real characters. Like, they listen.
So what do you guys want to see personally for your characters, like, in the future? May it be like the rest of this season or next season? What do you hope to see for each of your characters?
I think for Caitlin, I want to see them explore more of her relationships. Like, I think this year, yes, her Killer Frost powers are incredible, but I'd like to see them deepen her relationship with sister. I'd like to see more of her family. I'd like to see them deepen her relationship with her. I feel like we do get the most to race Scarlet work, but I would like to see more of the human emotion in her relationship with her.
I like that they addressed that a little bit in one of the episodes as well, where Caitlin was like, we're actually not friends because you guys are hurt. Like, you guys work together, but realistically you're not friends, and it's nice to kind of...
I'd like to see them spend more time.
I'd like to see, I think everybody, all of us, especially when you're in superhero shows, you crave some normalcy, like some reality, like go to the coffee shop and have a conversation. But with my family on Arrow, with Black Siren, with Quince Inland, Mom, like, I haven't checked in with my family in a long time. Like, it's great to see that.
I feel like a lot of the stuff that I'm craving, I'm finally starting to see. Iris has evolved so much from season 1. So I think there's a lot of room to grow, absolutely. But I think she's come a long way from just being a female character kind of in the background, getting kidnapped, and I think there's way more they can go with that, but I think we're moving in the right direction.
Just for Danielle, with Killer Frost, was there ever a time where you were kind of like, well, I wish they kind of went full evil with her, or are you actually content with where they're at?
No, absolutely. I would love to have seen more. I just said this, but I would have loved to have seen Killer Frost to be the big bad of the season. I think there's so much potential, particularly as far as a villain that we haven't totally explored. And
maybe on Legends of Tomorrow.
Right? I would like to see more of Killer Frost and what makes her so killer, and why she's so evil, and why she was so ready to kill Iris. Like, I don't feel like they've explained that story, and
I like the Earth 2 version that they showed, where it's like, oh, that's Killer Frost.
She's all in.
Yeah, she is really fun, and I don't feel like our sort of Earth time version of her has explored that yet. And I'm ready for that.
Who's the better fighter, Sarah or Ali?
Or who?
Ali.
Ollie?
Yeah.
I figured. I was got a little soft. Time for one last question.
I'm like, Sarah's a real fighter. Ollie shoots some arrows, He fights some guys.
But actually, and when I was doing the crossovers, watching his fight scenes, I was like, oh, that's pretty darn good. I want to see those. His character's pretty badass.
I'm asking this a lot of times, but it goes off of something you said in the panel earlier about working with women at the same time. 538 did a big piece in December asking for different women in the industry to do updates on the Bechdel test, the Bechdel test of what they would want, either behind the scenes or on camera. If you guys could create a paradigm of what would be some rules that would say 50% of each department being women, or more than one non-white character in a role of authority with a healthy relationship, like that sort of thing.
Those are great to start.
We can also stand to overcorrect. I feel like women haven't necessarily been given a chance to, particularly on a set, which is, I've worked with makeup artists who said, when I started, I actually wasn't allowed on set. I had to do the makeup artist. I was a makeup artist. I had to do the actress's makeup at home, and somebody else looked after her on set. Women literally weren't allowed on set.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
that's crazy.
I think we can stand to overcorrect and give women a chance.
I think for me, you have black actors on a show, you need black actors in the writing room, you need black directors on set. If you have Hispanic characters on a show, you need those voices in the writers' room to do those characters justice. I always me and Jesse joke about this all the time. Grandma Esther's noodles. They don't make me noodles. It would be Grandma Esther's sweet potato pie. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But you know what I mean? So it's just, for me, it's just if you're going to have a diverse group of actors and a diverse group of characters, it's really important to then have that represented in writers and directors.
I'd love to see the gender ratio of on-screen characters become a little bit more even. It's funny to me, could you imagine Legends of Tomorrow where it was mostly women and 2 men? It would be what show is this? People, I conceptualize it. Why is that so weird? Why does it have to be? And you see all Black Widow, it's always the one, or there's 2. And we're starting to. We have 3 now on Legends of Tomorrow. We're still outnumbered. And it's just funny to me that it's hard to imagine that we had a gender ratio that was equal or more skewed to female in a superhero show. Why don't we see that? Why does it
4 seasons, we still get multi-series regulars that are
Only 2 female series regulars. They brought in men every year, but we have yet to bring in. It's crazy. Yeah, I think we
Thank you. I'm sorry, I've got to move that.
study that what?
Only 40% of women in a crowd, men perceive it as more than 10%.
Yeah. Wow.
You can look up that number. I don't remember.
Thank you.
No,